get my props. What's up, y'all? This is the video y'all been waiting for. You got my collar? You popping my collar?
Exactly.
Y'all.
Good morning.
Y'all ready? Hold on, let me get my props ready.
Oh, yeah, bro.
Look at this, y'all. Can y'all see that?
Can
I'm
they
trying to
see
see
it?
if they can see it. Hold
I
on.
know. Oh, I see
Oh,
it
yeah,
there.
it's on there. Y'all see that, y'all? Hold on.
Ooh, you okay?
You okay? Man. Look, y'all. Hold on. Let me show the props. Y'all ready? Y'all ready to hear some crying?
You so stupid.
You ain't excited.
I am excited. I'm just trying to take in the moment.
Okay, look, y'all. Hold on, this gonna be the thumbnail. Y'all ready?
Oh, well.
Y'all ready? Y'all ready for this? Look, y'all, we've been trying to get this video out for the last 2, 3, 4 days. We just moving. This place is a mess, excuse the home, but we just been moving stuff to the other apartment.
Yeah.
And we just, it's just been a whirlwind. Like, man, 2026 has just began. And it's just like, go, in a good way, success, right?
Yeah.
But y'all, we gotta walk y'all through everything that has happened. This box right here, y'all are probably like, how you get this? Y'all, look, the story behind this box, this video is not sponsored by Infamil, but if y'all wanna hit us up.
Right. Okay.
Look, y'all, this inadvertently got sent to us in the mail like a year ago.
Yeah, I think it was like, what, last summer?
Yeah.
Maybe early summer, late spring, I
I
think.
opened this up. I said, what's going on? It's something you try. Why you order this? She said, I ain't ordered this. No. So we got blessed. God blessed us early with this. This was a sign right here, y'all. This was a sign. Came in the mail. We was looking like, we was so dumbfounded. Like, why Infamil send us this? But y'all, they sent us, man, this stuff get me excited. They sent us, I don't know what this A&R, added rice formula.
Let me see.
Gas. Oh, Genoese.
Yeah, this is instant formula milk-based powder with iron.
Hold that one. Y'all, I got to go through the signs and symptoms with y'all. This is NeuroPro. Okay. And then they sent this here.
Bottle?
With the nipple. I'm guessing it's a bottle. Yeah, the bottles and a nipple in there. Okay. So y'all, look. I think we kind of knew she was pregnant, but we was like kind of in denial. Where it's kind of weird asking a person that never been pregnant before.
Like, how do you feel?
How do you feel? You got symptoms, but I'm gonna go through my signs and symptoms that I saw, and we just gonna break it down, y'all. We're gonna peel it back layer by layer and get into this. So sign number 1, she fell asleep at work, y'all.
Oh my goodness.
Which she never does. She fell asleep at work. Then when she came home, she was snoring. I'm talking about she was counting sheep.
You stupid.
She was snoring so loud, I woke up and I looked over. I said, man, that's strange. She don't do that. Like, what's going on?
Yeah.
And it was so loud it woke me up and I couldn't go back to sleep. And I was just like, okay, obviously she tired. I'm gonna let her, I'm not even gonna, nudge her and say, hey, you snoring. I'm gonna let her get it out. I watch me some YouTube or something.
LOL.
So that was sign number 1. Fell asleep at work. Fell asleep at work. And then the snoring at night. Sign number 2 was, let me see. Sign number 2 was the food, the cravings, or the big backism, big back activity.
Adrian.
Let me tell y'all, this girl, okay, we was on our way home, right? And if you know, when we take Armitage, the stop before we get off is a Walgreens. So I asked, I said, hey, I got kind of a little sweet tooth. You got a sweet tooth? Let's stop and get something, you know. She said,
you wanted
yeah.
ice cream, I think you said.
She said, yeah, that's a good idea. So I let it go because she wasn't as excited, you know. So I let it go. So as we got close, I say, hey, you still want to stop? She said, yeah. She got excited then. I said, okay. So y'all, we get in this place, right? We get in Walgreens. I think I must have turned my head for a second. She come back with Crunch bars.
LOL.
3 different type of Snickers. I'm talking about she got the almond Snickers. She got Snickers with
Pecan.
the regular Snickers. The pecan Snickers. Look at this, y'all. I didn't know they made this.
Yeah, this was new for us.
She came back with I'm talking about she got all type of chocolates and I'm like, what's going on? Like, this is strange. She even got nerd clusters. I didn't know they made this. She got 2 bags of this, the pink kind and the blue kind. I'm like, what? She got all these snacks, right? So now I'm like, cause I'm holding the stuff and I got my snacks and stuff. So I'm like, you know, I'm nudging her like, all right, you ready to go? Let's get up out of here. She like, hold on. I want to go over here and check this out over here. So as we walking, we walk past the energy drink aisle and they got these, get the Bloom out for me. They got these Bloom energy drinks, right? And so she like, oh, I've been seeing this all over the place. I want to try it. So she get one in every flavor, every color. So, I had to feed into it.
There you go. Thank you.
I had to get me some because I wanted to try them. They was on sale. Yeah, I wanted to try the Bloom energy drink. So now my arm's really loaded. I'm dropping cans and everything. I'm like, all right, it's time to go. She like, hold on, let me check out the ice cream aisle. We go over in the ice cream aisle. So we look at the ice cream containers and I'm like, it ain't on sale. Let's go. That's my way of saying you ain't nothing happening. You ain't getting none, right? And so she like, no, that ain't what I wanted. But this on sale. This what I wanted. And y'all, it was the drumsticks. You want to show them? She got mini drumsticks.
They're my favorite.
This what she grabbed. This what was on sale, y'all.
They ain't gotta be mini, but I got the mini because they were on sale.
She wanted. I said, she slick as molasses, right? So then I'm steady dropping stuff. I done dropped the energy drink. I thought it exploded. I'm like, look, you got to help me. You got to grab some of this, you know, as we walk into the line. So we get in line or whatever. And the cashier assisting this one guy in front of us, they going back and forth whether he got a Walgreens card or not. He done gave the guy his number. Come to find out he ain't got not a lick of a Walgreens card. He can't get any of the Walgreens benefits. He can't get none of the sales.
Because he sure was asking about it.
Yeah, so the cashier like, man, you said you had one. You should have told me you ain't had one. You know, they going back and forth. I'm like, oh my God. So the cashier on this side, she finally finished up with who she had. She said, I could take y'all over here. So I grabbed my items up in my hand like this. And, you know, it's mainly her items. So it's still some on the counter. So I'm walking around to the cashier. By the time I get halfway there, I hear Amber say, yes, ma'am. Can I hand you these? I said, Dad, you ain't even gonna walk away. She handed her. I said, you gonna do whatever to get your snacks rapido, huh? You gonna hurry up and get your snacks. She didn't even walk around. She just handed it to the cashier like this.
Because it was a lot, and I was trying to expedite it because it was a lot of items.
You was hungry?
No, I was just trying to expedite the
I said, look at this. I said, Dag. I said, who told her that?
She said, yeah, sure. I mean, she didn't.
She didn't even want to walk her items around. No, she handed it right to the lady.
There was too many things.
She handed it right to the lady. I said, man, boy.
It was too many items.
So that was sign number 2. Big back activity. Your girl been tearing some stuff down. Because I started looking at you like, and I had a plan in my head. You know what I was going to do? Mm-hmm. I was going to wait till you doze off, and I was going to take one of my Zep-bound pens and poke you, yeah. But I said, no, I ain't going to do that because that dose might be too high for her right now. She got to start off low.
Sick.
Yeah, I was like, you need some Zep-bound in your life because she been tearing some food down. So that's sign number 2. What's 3? Oh, sign number 3, y'all. Old Tia and Tamara over here. That's my new name for them.
Hilarious.
The dogs.
It has tickled me every time he says it.
Yeah, old Tia and Tamara here, but you know they named Chicken and Gigi.
Yeah.
They just been laying on top of her at night. I'm talking about they laying on top of her. They cuddling with her.
But it's like more Gigi more so than Chicken because Chicken's
I can't tell.
Yeah, no. But it's increased with Chicken. But Chicken is a cuddler. She's a natural cuddler. She'll lay there with you. Gigi, absolutely not. She don't want to be up on you, nothing. Like, she wants you to pet her, but then, like, after a while, she's like, okay, that's it. She was laying on my legs. She was laying on my feet.
And either they both on the bed or one got to be on the bed at all times with her.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, this is strange. So then, y'all, Friday, the day before the actual blood test, we was coming home on the Armitage bus, and we coming up on our favorite Walgreens. And we talking and stuff like that, and I'm telling her, like, man, I ain't been feeling right today. Like, I'm just feeling, in a sense of, I felt overwhelmed by success, right? Like, you get in your head because it's like, you got these things, how you want your life to be, and you've been attracting these things, and it's like everything came together at once. A new living arrangements, baby, success on YouTube, success at work. You know, we finally, starting to even put things together there, and we'll have more videos about that on the other channel, about the moves we making at work. But it all hit me, and I told her, she came up to my train as I was departing, and I was just like, I'm feeling like overwhelmed. I don't know if this is a good thing or what, but I'm just kind of in my head. I haven't been able to process all of this. So on our way home, we was able to actually talk deeper. And I said, like, let's just get a pregnancy test. Let's stop here. And she's like, you want to? I said, yeah. And she was like, okay. So we got off, and she gonna insert the footage as we talking, but because I recorded a little bit. So we went in the store, we grabbed the pregnancy test, came home, and
immediately, like, we put our stuff down. I opened up because I thought I grabbed 2 digital tests, but it was a test that had digital and like the regular with the lines. So I put myself down. I went to the bathroom. I got a little cup. Put it in the cup, and then grabbed the test. I dipped it in there for like, 30 seconds before I saw like a little like timer on the screen. So then he puts it down. I'm like cleaning myself up, not even
I put it on the stove.
Yeah.
And the stove is no longer here.
Yeah.
Because we moving. But
you put it on the stove. By the time I got up from being in the bathroom, he looks down, grabs it, and starts running this way, which is where the front door is at, and he is sobbing. Which then, if you know anything about Adrian, he is not a crier, number one. Like, it gotta be
I could
You cry? Yeah, you got. But I'm saying, like, it's not something that's, like, instant for you, right? It gotta be really meaningful for you to be crying. So I was like, what does it say? I'm running to him, like, what does it say? What does it say? Because so I don't know.
She started crying. And
he
I just grabbed her.
Yeah.
And she trying to look at the test, and I'm like, no.
Yeah.
And from what I remember, I was so overwhelmed, I told her, God said, he loves you, and do you believe him now? I just kept repeating that. I said, he said that he loves you, and do you believe him now? Those were, as I cried, I'm trying to step away from the onions. I'm trying to be cool this morning.
Right.
But that, I just kept repeating that. And she was like, what does it say?
I kept whispering, like, what does it say?
So I grabbed it, and I put it in front of her face, and she just, like, started crying the waterworks. And I was like, what? And you have
to understand, that test says to wait 3 minutes for a result. We waited, like a minute, if that, and it was
like 20 seconds.
It was so quick.
Yeah, it was like a 20-second wait. And I was talking to my mom about it, and she was like, yeah, when you're pregnant, it doesn't take any time for that test to register. It's not gonna take 2-3 minutes to come on. She was like, no, it's like instant. Like when you're pregnant, that reading will come through instantly. And I'm just like, what? Like, we were just like, we essentially, I'm speaking for myself. I really didn't get a good quality of sleep because I'm just like, being overwhelmed. You're trying to calm down, and then, you go through the process of telling your family and close friends and stuff like that. And I'm just like, okay. Like, and so that's kind of where we've been at. We just been like, what? Like, what's going on? And so you want to tell them the results from the blood test, and then she has another blood
appointment
analysis today. Yeah.
In the morning. Yeah. So on Saturday morning, I had an appointment, and I went. They took my blood, and then when I was on my way to work,
Look at Tamara.
When I was on my way to work, I was at Cumberland because I parked at Cumberland. I was waiting for the train. And as I was about to walk down the stairs to get to the platform, my phone rang and it was Northwestern. She was like, "Hey, this is nurse, whatever. Do you have a couple minutes to talk?" I'm like, "Yeah." And so, I'm still kind of feeling nervous even though I had the results from, because we did the P test the night before Friday night, and then I did it again that Saturday morning before I even left. So both tests said pregnant. And she was like, "Okay, well, I have some news. Your HCG came back at 1.14, 1.6. And I'm like, "I'm sorry, what did you just say?" I'm like, "Did you say 141.6? She's like, "Yeah." I'm like it was like, it just confirmed, what the two tests that we had just taken. And she was like, "Okay, so continue taking your medication that you're on." She said, "We're going to have you come back in 2 days, which is on Monday morning, so that we can make sure that your numbers are doubling the way they're supposed to." She said, "So if it was 141, it should be about 282 this morning."
Yeah.
So that was just like, it has been a weekend full of emotions.
Yeah. So I was thinking about y'all the whole couple of days. I'm like, they waiting on a video, so she's gonna edit this before arriving to work.
Yeah, when I get back from
and so I'm assuming it's gonna be uploaded by noon, maybe. If it gets done a little earlier, then but yeah, y'all.
Your favorite bag lady's pregnant.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
So, y'all, I'm just like, I'm happy, I'm excited, but I'm like, I want y'all to come along with us for this ride. Like, I really want you all to be a part of this process, just like you all have been a part of the process on the other channel. I really want to engage with you all and just have this be a beacon of hope and help for you all that are struggling with infertility, because we've struggled with this for a while and just like not knowing all the answers, and it's okay, right? But stick with us. And what am I trying to say? Like, keep the hope, because I don't want to say I didn't think we'd be here, but it's like mentally I shifted. And you kind of become a creator, right? You become a creator of your life and how you want it to be. And I'll speak more into detail about that as we go along this journey, but I'm happy to have y'all here with us. Extremely blessed for you all. And I used to always be like, I used to hear YouTubers say like they love their subscribers and stuff like that. I'm like, you don't even know these people, but we've gotten to know you all. Yeah. And I genuinely do love each and every one of you all. And it's been a joy and a pleasure to create for you all and bring you all into our lives. But yeah, y'all, I'm finna get off to work. And you got anything you want to say to close it?
We're pregnant.
Yes.
Oh, man. It's finally here.
Yeah, it's finally here. Wow. And I'm starting to know I'm an old father.
Oh, my goodness. You're not old.
I got to start taking my vitamins on a regular basis now, boy. You got to run behind these kids, man.
So thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being here with us. We definitely do appreciate it. Like he said, we really do love you guys because Ninth Wonder from the other channel, she came over here too. And I was talking to her. I'm like, where my girl Ninth Wonder at? Like, she ain't been commenting the way she has been normally. So, I mean, that just tells me, life is lifing for her. I mean, that's totally fine.
Yeah.
And so when she finally commented, I don't know if you saw, but she commented on another video. And I was like, oh, there's my girl. So
Yeah.
I have never met you in my life. But I already feel like, yeah. And so
feel like
when
we known her
So
forever.
when he says we love you guys and we think about you guys every day, we do.
F&I PH30, man,
Yeah.
he been on point. He always say something like,
Profound.
profound and prayerful.
Yeah.
So we appreciate you too.
Yes.
I know we drawing a blank, but because there's so many of you all that support us and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Tony from New York,
Oh my God,
man, he was so excited and stuff when he found out the news.
Yeah.
Man, we might have to start a Discord for this channel.
I know, right?
But we ain't gonna hold y'all. The only other thing I ask, man, y'all just check on your girl. She be hungry out here, so.
I know one of my girls, Sheila, she was like, we gotta feed you. I'm like, yes, I love that
I'm talking
idea.
about she be eating 2 protein bars at a time.
No, not at a time. I eat them one. No.
Pretty close together. But all right, y'all, I gotta get off to this train.
Yes.
We'll see y'all later.
Bye. Burr. Also, don't judge me of how my hair looks. And I think I have every right to look like this because I'm with child. That is so crazy to me in a good way, in the most best way ever. Okay. So, taking you in the car with me so we can chit chat. And you can all, why am I putting this up? And we can talk about where I'm going. So, I am going to Target because I have to pick up an order. Because I ordered some, oh, it's cold, girl. It's cold out here. My ankles are like, Mama, you need more heat on them ankles. So, because I ran out of prenatal. Prenatal is important, obviously. When trying to conceive and when you are pregnant. And today I am 4 weeks and 1 day pregnant. Oh man, it's the weirdest thing to say, but it's also like, finally, does that make sense? I hope it does. So, I ran out of prenatal. Number one, I had already been taking vitamins before we got pregnant, because I had weight loss surgery, so I always have to take vitamins for the rest of my life. And so I take it regardless. But of course, I was already taking prenatal leading up to the embryo transfer. I was taking the brand, and I'll put it on the screen here. I was taking the brand Garden of Life prenatal. But I ran out, and of course that needs to be in my daily regimen. So I ordered it from Target. And I'm trying a new brand. I'm trying Ollie. I've heard many people bring up Ollie, how they liked, because it's like a gummy form and then there's an actual like pill form. I got the pill form. Luckily, prenatal vitamins are covered with using like your HSA or FSA card, and so we can have that with work. I think we use like we allocate, what is it, the 30, I think they increase it. It's like $3,300 a year, or $3,500 a year. I can't remember what we selected, but it's like this medical debit card. So you use it to like make co-pay payments, buy any supplies from the FSA, HSA store, you need to buy vitamins, stuff like that, medication, prescription, anything like that. So I ran out, and I'm like, let me go ahead and browse a few items on the app, and I put I placed an order for curbside pickup for a drive up. Because if you know anything about me, you know I love a drive up situation. Mainly is because I don't like long lines, and you just never know if when or if you're gonna get a long line in the store. I also know myself that if I go in there for one thing, and if I look at something else, or I even give myself the opportunity to browse a few items, I'm adding that to my cart, and I don't need to do that. We're moving in a couple days, so my funds are allocated appropriately. These off situations do not need to be existent at this moment in time. So we're on the way to pick up the prenatal. I know there, like I said, there is a gummy option. I'm just not a gummy person. I don't like them I did never like them as a candy as a kid, like gummy bears and gummy worms. Never. That texture doesn't sit well with me, even when I was a kid to up to today. However, there is the exception of, have you guys tried those nerds? Like it's gummy, like a gummy ball, but they're wrapped around the nerds, or they're covered in nerds. Now that I will take. Those have been my new favorite thing. I'll just go ahead and just take the pill form and call it one. I know people don't like the pills, especially like they're like massive. Like I take pills that are like massive. They're literally like what they call them, horse pills. Literally what it looks and feels like. But I'm able to get through it. I feel like I've been taking pills enough now where, it's normal to me now. It's normal. So let's go pick up this Target order. Quick. Hi, how are you? Yeah, you can put it right here. It's fine.
Put it on the seat?
Yeah. I appreciate it.
No problem. All right.
Thanks, you too. I keep forgetting to tell them I want a bag. So these, and of course they have a dang on sticker on front of the bottle. Let's be real. I'm trying to show you guys. Okay, this is the bottle looks like without the sticker. Ollie. Prenatal folic acid plus DHA. So 4 weeks and 1 day pregnant. Adrian will not let me lift up anything heavy, which he has every right to say, ma'am, have a seat and don't pick up nothing heavy. I also have a friend, Sheila. She's like, tell your husband that you better not lift anything up with this move. I'm like, girl, before you even said anything, he won't let me lift anything up. I had picked up something. He looked at me. He was like, I'm like, I promise it's light as a feather. He's like, all right, tell me something. Because he looked at me like, girl, what is you doing? So I wonder, is this, how many? Is it just one soft gel or is chill? Okay. So we shall see. It says, for mom's wellness and baby's health growth and brain development. I love that. What is so crazy to me is that being 4 weeks pregnant, and these are the symptoms I'm already feeling. Like, I have a constant headache that's just always there. It's lingering. And then I'm just so tired all the time. I'm fatigued. Even when I have 8+ hours of sleep, it's like I ain't have nothing. Like I didn't even have 30 minutes of sleep. It's crazy. But I'm grateful. Like, it's not me complaining. That's just me sharing my experience with how I'm feeling. And my god sister Mariah, she was like, enjoy it. Don't let any of these stories or the people scare you. Like, it gets better. Like, everyone's journey is different. Everyone's pregnancy is different. So I'm gonna enjoy my little 4 weeks pregnancy right now. The only other time that we have been pregnant or we had a positive pregnancy test was our very first time doing an embryo transfer. The first time it was at like 49, right? It was like pretty low. And when they did call me, with the results, they were like, it's on the lower end, but it's still technically over 25. Like if whenever you like with Northwestern, like on my chart app, it tells you like anything greater than 25 is positive pregnancy test. However, she's saying, 50 is positive, but anything over 100 or 100 and over is reassuring. So when she, the first time they're like, okay, it's at 40 something, it's on the lower spectrum of like what we would look at for IVF, or embryo transfer. She's like, let's we'll retest in 2 days and just see if the measurements or the results double. And when I went to 2 days later, they did not. So, and at that point we learned that I had an ectopic, because actually the result went up like, I don't even think it went up at all. I think it went down when I went back that second time. So there was that was an ectopic pregnancy. That embryo actually implanted outside of the uterus, so that's what happened there. So, and that was in 2023. So 3 years later, we finally have a positive pregnancy result. These symptoms are already symptoming, and I'm just taking it day by day, just being grateful. And at first it was very overwhelming, and at times it does feel overwhelming. I know that we had worked hard to get here. I know that we prayed and manifested to get here, but it's still very much overwhelming, because it's like, oh my goodness, it's finally here. Like, the confirmation of being pregnant is here. So those are my thoughts. We'll see you in the morning, I think. I don't know.